Hello and welcome to At the Canal on Vanguard. My name is Precious Chukudi and
Agnes Joe Loco.
it's good to have you join me today on At the Canal. But we have a very very interesting discussion. I mean, he was quite funny. We were laughing about it before, but then this is a reality on its own. These things happen, and we're going to be talking about the story of. That's a man who dies during sex with married woman in Cross River. Now the story goes, this woman and her husband were actually, going for a wedding, and in between, she decided to, divert and go and meet her lover in a hotel, of which her lover had told his friends that he was going to take care of his married girlfriend, give her a good time. That was the word he said. So he was going to give her a good time. So because of that, he took some aphrodisiac, just to give himself that energy so he can fire, he can do whatever he wants to do. Backed himself with so much drugs and everything. Then got to the hotel. Apparently, they were, he was going for both of them.
Yeah.
And suddenly the guy, started to vomit. I think he started to, get choked up and he started vomiting. And then he died. The woman, seeing that the guy had died, just picked up her things and left the hotel and went back to the venue of the wedding. Now, it took maybe some of the guests at the guest house who came to lodge to see a man lying lifeless to now call the authority in the hotel to come and see somebody is lying flat to come and do something. And then they came and they were able to track the woman down to where she was enjoying herself for the wedding, and but the man had died. And so it sounds quite funny, and it's also a very very sad story. Because I'm sure the woman was thinking in her head that, let me just go and have fun. I will use one stone to kill two birds. While I'm at the party, I can also be enjoying myself and then go back to the party. But it didn't turn out like that for her. What do you think of the situation?
Oh God, I don't even know. I'm speechless. Let me use that word. Looking at it from the both side, kind of funny, but on the other hand, it's a very serious issue because you leaving your house for a different purpose, and maybe on your way you just thought, okay, let me use one stone to kill two birds. Which bird do you want to kill? Are you killing the bird for a good purpose? That's the question you should ask yourself. I know sometimes we make use of that acronym, okay, let me use one stone to kill two birds. But that's when you are doing it for a good purpose and you are doing a right thing. But using one stone to kill two birds, like you came out from the house with your husband going for a wedding ceremony, and on the way you decide to go meet your boyfriend. As in, how does it sound? A married woman, seriously, is a very bad one there.
So let's just talk about extramarital affairs. Why do you think people engage in extramarital affairs?
Okay, engaging in extramarital affairs, there could be various reasons, but though those reasons are not, to me, there are various reasons, but to me they are still not even needed. In as much as you are married, you should be contented with your husband. Like you made that vow on the altar that
but
very
it doesn't
day.
work that way.
Yes, that's the thing. You made that vow between you and God, your husband, and there were a lot of witnesses that day. You said you said a lot of things. So why go back on those words? It's a vow that you are making in the presence of God, and for you to think that maybe, okay, you are not seeing God as that day. He's there, he witnessed it, and he took the record. So why going back? Okay, because of financial assistance from some guys, because I believe that's why a lot of women go for extramarital affairs.
And also, okay, sorry to cut you in, but one of the things that I have noticed that some people like to keep extramarital affairs, especially like when you listen to some men, they say that maybe they like sex so much and their wife cannot give them enough sex, so they would like to have. And some of them too, I think that the fact that they are very let me say explorative, they want to explore literally maybe every part of a woman's body. Those ones that ask for very kinky things that don't make any sense. So they see that their partners are not up for things like that. So they find out and they're like, okay, let's look for, you know, side chicks that would keep and enjoy ourselves with. And for the women too, it's maybe the man is not performing. You know, for them, this guy might be a 1 minute man for them. That this guy cannot perform as much as I want to, and maybe the woman is she really has like some high tastes of sex levels, and then she's like, okay, I need to go outside and, you know, quench this desire. And so because of that, they start to keep like boy toys that will be like, okay, I need a boy toy. You know, for the men it's side chick, for the women it's boy toys. So I need a boy toy that, you know, will keep satisfying me. And, you know, the main idea for them will always be like, as far as I'm not getting, nobody's going to catch me, or we'll keep doing these things the way we're doing it. Might be, you know, some of the things some women do it for money. You know, for money does not necessarily mean that the person might be a younger guy. You know, so some of them, it's, you know, they get excited about a new partner. You know, people here, we see a lot of people that we hear a lot of people say, you know, if they chop only okra soup, you know, you go need a goosey, you go need a vegetable soup. But like for them, they're like, spice it up, have different people, you know, so that, because if I keep staying with this woman now 20 years, I'll die. So if I keep staying with this man now, I'll die. So why don't I have variety? You know how they say variety is the spice of life?
To me, it's not a spice of life in that aspect. You know why I said, I always tell people, you know, okay, moving aside from the sex now, let me just say this. You know, I always tell people, it's what you are used to, like what you do. That's where you know, okay, this thing I'm doing is not up to. So coming back to the sex now, that's what I tell people, is what you are used to, that you know that, okay, this person is not good enough for me. This person is a 1 minute person. Do you get it? If you are not a sex person, let me use that word, if you are not a sex type and you get married to this particular person, you don't know if he's good or he's bad. Yeah, that's what I believe. And if you get married to somebody that is exposed, that believes that, okay, we need to explore, he or she is your wife, you got married to her because you feel, I can spend the rest of my life with this person, I can go a long way with this person. Why not bring in those things you think that will spice up those your sex life in your marriage?
That they are saying they should bring, what if these things are not things that this other person, they are not things up to the standard value of this person? You know, I can't start to mention those things, but we know those things basically. What if these things are things that you do not accept, you do not like, the things that you know they're you know, morally standard, they're not things that you should do. So would you allow your partner bring in these things and then do? That's the reason why some of these men or women will say, okay, fine, I can't do this with my partner, I'll go outside, have fun, be good, enjoy.
But that's not still a guarantee for you to have extramarital affair. For God's sake, that's why I said, before you married somebody, you know, you might have watched that lady or that guy. You would have seen, even in the time of your courtship, in the time of your relationship, there are ways, you know, that I know you can never know somebody 100%, but there are ways in which you interact with that person, the lady or the guy. You are in a relationship, you are in a courtship. The way you people talk, the way you do things, you already know that this is the kind of person I'm getting married to. So this is the kind of guy I'm getting married to. So if you know this guy is somebody that likes that kind of lifestyle, you have to buckle up as a lady. If not, yes, that's it. You have to come up to his standard because you are getting married. If you know that, okay, you know, definitely he must make advances. He must say some things while you guys are in your relationship, while you are in your courtship. He will say some things. You start reading it in your head that, yes, this is the kind of guy this person is. You know, I know some people pretend a lot, but there is no how you can pretend and hide who you are to some certain level. A day will just come and you'll be surprised that the person will just voice out who he or she is, and you know that, okay, this is who this person is. Can I really spend the rest of my life with this person? Can I be up to this person's standard in his sexual life? Can I be the kind of person he will want? You know, when you ask yourself those questions, I don't think there will be any reason for you not to know that, okay, is it's high time for me to come up to the standard of this person. He's your husband, for goodness sake.
Okay, you know
so
what?
You have to that one, me, I know that you have to come up, because if you don't come up, you know that you are giving room for him to go outside. That one is sure.
Okay, see, you know, like there are reasons why people, a lot of people that cheat, basically one of the things that they think of is, you know, they hope that they won't get caught.
Yeah.
You know, so they keep doing these things with the, you know, hope that, you know, nobody will see me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the day it finally happens, it's like, what exactly?
There's a 99 days for the thief now, 1 day is surely for the owner.
You know, so but then let's look at, you know, this aphrodisiac thingy that a lot of people use, you know, for sex. You know, you want to have sex. You see some people would go as far as buying tramadol, codeine. They'll even mix one or two or different varieties of drugs just so that it will either make them high, or for them, I think it makes them feel stronger, you know, to perform in bed. Some people even buy monkey tail, or buy alumo. They buy all these things just so that they will be strong. Sometimes you see all these women who hawk all these things in calabash, or they are hawking inside bucket. You just say, you know, they're like, call this person, you know, they'll buy. They say, and you know, some of these guys, especially some people that might have booked somebody to come over, they buy this thing and the person just calls and say, I'm sorry, I'm not coming.
I'm not talking about that. You know, there was a scenario like that. There was this guy in my area. That particular day, I think he was expecting a lady actually, and the way you were saying, I believe, and I think he took something like that, because his behavior that day was something else. He was just walking up and down. Maybe the lady has already called him that she was no longer coming, and he was just walking, sweating, blowing himself, and I was like, what's wrong with you? And I said, you will not understand this mood. You will not I was well, there's nothing that somebody cannot talk to somebody. At least me, I didn't even know that was the situation he was in, but based on my own understanding and the way he was just reacting that day, I just felt, this guy, maybe he has taken something. No, he said, don't mind that girl, she just called me, she's not coming. He didn't even know when he told me that. Don't mind that girl, she just called me, she's not coming. Imagine, fuck up big time. Like, I was like, what kind of this thing is that? Because the reaction from his body, imagine if that girl was to come that day, because he was already prepared. Like, to him now, he's charged. You know, you need to charge your phone. He has charged himself. And you know, when you don't take out that thing out of your body at that particular time, because the body no longer, it will no longer do what you took this thing for, so it will turn out affecting that person.
All right, I think we need to go on a very short break. We'll come back and talk more about this aphrodisiac thing. Stay with us, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, and we're still talking about the aphrodisiac. And you know, some time ago in the papers, I read one story of a girl who something like this situation also happened, where she had dared like about 4 men, young men. I told them, both of them, they spoke, and the guys and the girl, they agreed. The girl was like, you can't perform, you can't do nothing, and the boys were like, okay, you think we can't do anything, pick a date. You know, they picked a date. The guys and the girl met maybe in a hotel, and you know, the boys, because they wanted to prove a point, they all went as far as, you know, they took tramadol, mixed it with some, you know, other addictive like substances, because they thought they wanted to give themselves enough power and whatnot. And then, you know, they went in, started having sex with the girl, and one after the other they started coming out, and that's how they died. You know, the thing was, so it was such a very big story as at that time, that even police was involved. People started coming to the extent that the girl, they even showed the girl's face, like, so it's you are the one that did these things to these 4 young men. So you did these things to these 4 young men, and people were like, no. My point exactly is, why do people really think that they need to take all these substances just to have a good time, with their partner? Or why do men most times even see it as, oh, somebody's daring me, so I must, prove that dare? And the funny part is, they see these things as a good dare.
Yeah.
They do not even know that their life can even be cut short by that kind of thing. Because I'm sure that this was the same. One of the things we don't know whatever him and the lady must have talked about.
Yeah.
Maybe the night before, the woman would have told him that this time around you must do it very well. You must give me fire to fire. And the guy said, don't worry. So maybe he now decided to go and tell his friends. So now say, I will give you pump action that will make you, strong. So that when you are doing, and then he went. Nobody knows, those kind of things. They do not have prescription. He might have even overdosed on it, or maybe he even had an internal illness that he does not know. Then he now took these drugs that affected him inside, and then he was not having sex again, and everything just escalated like that. That's the question. Why do you think that these men take these aphrodisiacs?
There are still many reasons why some people take it. Sometimes it's based on peer group influence. As guys, sometimes they just sit and you want to challenge, yes, me, I'm so minute guy, I'm this guy. Then somebody that is a 1 minute person, you want to buckle up to that minute that his friends are saying. And what will help him, the only alternative he has at that particular time is, okay, those friends start telling him, you don't take this one, this one they work well, this one they work, and for him not to be behind, to be left behind, you want to try it. And what a lot of people forget is that our body differs. What might work for you might not really work for me at that particular time. Mine might work for some hours, yours may be for minutes. So that's one thing. Before you even start taking all those things, you should know the kind of body system in which you have. Because even all these drugs we take for illness, you see that somebody will take Panadol for headache, it will go, while some persons will take everything. You even take Procode, take everything, and at the end of the day it will not go. That's to tell you that our body differs from each other. So you don't, what works for Mr. A cannot work for Mr. B. And that's why you see that those people that prescribe those drugs for their friends to take, the friends might end up being at the receiving end. And you hear that, oh, this guy died during sex, this one died during sex, because what worked for his friend might not really work for him. And to me, I see no reason why, because you want to have sex with somebody, you are taking drugs. Mind you, the drugs may not even work. It may not even give you the strength in which you are desiring for at that particular time.
I think we should also talk about other ways that people might die during sex, and is the fact that people even go the fetish way, and we have different cultures in this country, tradition. Some people, when they are doing their traditional wedding, they will count their spouse on their lap. Some people say that counting thing is like mago, so that if the woman tries to cheat or so, it will backfire. And some cultures, I heard some cultures are even trying to turn it around, because usually when the woman cheats, it affects maybe her husband or her children. You see that maybe for some of these women, their husband will die, or their children will die as a result of that. Some people, their partners might count it on their body or put it on their body, so that when if they go and cheat, something that they call vaginal lock, also known as the word is penis captivus too. The English word is penis captivus. That's when there's a lock between the vagina and also the penis together, and they can't separate. So that's the way the English word sees it. But here we see it as magu. It's true. We see it as magu, that when maybe two people are locked in, and maybe one of them has a partner that the other one does not even know of, or even the other one is even aware of, and maybe they have to call the husband and say, come and separate your wife, or do you know about some of all those things too?
There was a video I came across, I think it was last week, and these people, they were walking naked. So when I started listening to the voice recorder, I found out that the woman went to cheat, and I think the magu now is what the husband did on her, and before you know, they were stuck there. They stayed for about 2 hours. They were trying. People tried promising. I said, okay, madam, you people don't have any choice now but you have to walk and go and meet your husband, because he's the only person that has the antidote. And they started walking on the streets naked, and people were clapping, and what a shame. I was just embarrassed. I say, imagine a married man, not even a single lady, a married lady, a married woman, and also a married man, your wife and the other person's wife and the other person's husband, how will they feel?
The thing is that aside with this whole magu thing, there are different ways they do this thing. There's the one that maybe the guy will have some assault like 3 times before he will die. There's the one that maybe they will need the intervention of maybe the person involved that put it.
There's even one that they put it on the lady's waist without her knowledge.
So how do they do that?
They do it in my side like that, but without her knowledge. She's not aware of it. But the thing is that any guy that have sex with her, the person dies. The person will first of all start complaining of stomach pain, and once he's been injected, he dies. If it's that particular day that the guy is injected, he dies. She's not, the lady is not aware. She will not know. Like, it's a fetish thing now. They don't wear, it's not something you tie. They will just do it. It's as if they invoke it on the lady without her knowledge. Some parents even do it for their single daughters. And when they actually, maybe a guy in that area that complain of stomach pain, they might call the daughter and say, did you meet this guy? Because the stomach pain is very severe. Like, the guy will just be crying of stomach pain, and once he's been injected, only one injection, the guy is gone, because the next 15 or 10 minutes his stomach will just swell, and that's the end of the person. So there are a lot of ways. So we just have to take measures. Even as you want to have sex with somebody's wife, a lady, you have to take measures. There are even some places that they do it, and that one I don't even like it, that once the woman have sex with another man, it affects the children or the husband. To me, it's not supposed to affect them, because they are not aware of your activity. So it shouldn't be. I know of somebody that died because of that thing, and the husband is suffering now. So to me, it shouldn't, because of the daughter too. That one was, the daughter brought in a man to sleep, a man to have sex with her in her parents' house. Yes, in their room, and she used the wrapper of the mother, and the guy also used the wrapper. And in their culture, they don't, because just the wrapper that they use, not even because of the room now, because of her wrapper, the mother's wrapper. She's a single lady, and she had sex with a guy in her parents' house, and they used her mother's wrapper. That's what killed her mother. So you have to, all those things, you have to learn about your culture too very well. Even as a married woman, as a lady, learn the culture of your husband too, because you don't know who the thing will backfire at the end of the day. You don't know. Yes, you don't know who will be at the receiving end. You might think, okay, let me be doing this thing, nobody will catch me, and at the end of the day you end up becoming a widow, because the person that the thing will catch will become your husband. That's the truth. Now you are thinking, nobody will catch me, but it might be your child, one of your child now. Just for
so, and some cultures will tell you to face maybe a particular date. You have to go, and for it to stop maybe affecting any member of your family, you have to either face maybe a strong date in the place where you confess all your sins, and then maybe they will even tell you to have your bath with maybe a dead body, so that it's like so different kind of things, especially if you come from a place like Nigeria, where we have a lot of very we are very culture centric people. We take things very personally here. I know also too, another thing that we should look at is the reason why would people want to really have sex, and for them they see some people see sex as wickedness. I must finish this woman, I must kill this man. Like, why do people see it like that? Why are people not concerned about, we're going to have sex, let us be open to making it comfortable for each other, let's understand each other, and other than more than I must finish this man, I must kill him today, I must kill this woman, because it's in the thought of I must do this, I must do that, that you now that eventually you now say, okay, I need to take some of all these things and all of that.
You know, judging by that, you can, some people, it's not really their fault. Can be that when they were growing up, they were abused sexually. That's one of the reasons to me. Some people, when they were growing up, they were abused sexually. Could be a guy, could be a lady, maybe a matured woman, an aged woman was the one that abused that guy at the age of 14, 15, and he became sexually addicted. Like he don't know how to have,
that this is how
this is how to have sex. I mustn't do it in a cool way. I must be rough, you know. Even the ladies, some victims of rape, you know, once they get out of that state they are, and they want to come back, they don't want it in a soft way, they want it very hard. And so that's why sometimes some people end up in the hard way. But to me, sex is something you do, is something of pleasure. So I see no reason why you want to fight before you get it. You don't need to fight.
Why you need to take
drugs? Take drugs. You want to be in another spirit. What if you are going to that spirit and you don't even know what you are doing?
You start to see double.
You start to see the lady as two people lying on the bed. So you see, there are no need for you taking drugs and becoming high just because you want to have sex. It's something you do on like at a very, I don't know how to put it, but it's something you do. The way you eat and you are happy, that's how sex is supposed to come. Not you want to fight. Or some people too, they even molest their wives too because they want to have sex with them. You know,
it's like
all those things. Yes, like a door. Those things are not called for. It's something you pet the person you want to have sex with. You pet her before you know he or she gives in. It's not something you must fight for. So
no, my thought exactly. Let's just try to bring this to a close. But I would like to say that you know, for whatever reasons why, I don't understand why people will get married and still cheat on their partner. For me, I think I think it's lack of respect.
Yes, no.
For their partner. I think that if you are someone who is very explorative sexually, you should discuss with your partner. And these are things that, you know, you should be open to discussion before you even say I do.
Yes.
Because so that in case if this person is not thinking the same line as you, you don't marry the person and then start to regret it. So I think that you guys have conversations, communicate. As in everything that we are going to even say still falls under communication. Because you still need to communicate to your partner. Because now, why exactly would that woman feel like she needs to have a boy toy outside and not focus on her husband? Why is she happy with taking 2 journeys, you know, going for a wedding and then still leaving the wedding and coming down to, you know, a hotel to come and sleep with a man and then going back? Like, even to cheat is too much stress, you know, because the fear of being caught, the fear of a lot of things that, okay, what if this person die? Or what if, you know, there's a lot of fears. And, you know, I just think that people must really understand that sex is not a do or die affair. It is communication. You should not cheat on your partner. If there are things that your partner is doing that you do not think that you like, there are things that they bother you sexually, you want to be more explorative, talk to your partner. So what do you think, lastly? You said almost everything in my mind. You know, all these things are just happening now, this 21st century, this 20th century. If not, the time of our parents, we don't know. There's nothing like me. They don't used to say all this. They want to explore in their sex life. Just know that they are having sex and they are okay, you know. But we know we want to grow far, want to go better. But there are better ways to do it. Like I said earlier, if you're in a relationship with somebody, the way the person talks will tell you who the person is. Though I know a lot of people pretend, but you can never pretend forever. You can never hide forever. A day will surely come that you, as the other person, maybe the guy is trying to pretend, you sometimes just try to bring up those topics, you know, just bring it up, and you know, before you know, you just know who that person is. And so cheating is not good. Please abstain from it, and that's all. All right, that's all we can take today. We would have wanted to talk more. this kind of topic, you never get exhausted with a lot of information. But that's all we can take at the canal today. Remember that you can equally like, share, and subscribe on all our social media platforms showing on your screen, as well as you want to find out today's stories. This story is still on our website. You can check it out on www.vanguardngr.com to find out more. Till I come your way next time, I remain Precious Chukudi and
Agnes Joluko.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, bye.